Welcome back. You're listening to the Cindy Laverty Show. If you missed the live show today, you can listen to replays on Saturday at 2 p.m. and Sunday morning at 8 a.m. That's Pacific time. And this show will be on my blog later on today at crntalk.com/Cindy Laverty. You know, you know that in my day job, I help family caregivers navigate the senior care journey. So if you're a caregiver or you think you're going to become one, I have a free gift for you. I've done this free report, and it's sitting at soulofcare.com, soulofcare.com. I think if you go there and you download it, it'll really help you get your head around what you're going through and what you're doing. It's still a new year, so there are things that you can change. So go to soulofcare.com and get your free gift. My guests today are Alan and Linda Anderson, and we've been talking about their book, Animals and the Kids Who Love Them. I want to talk for a second because you both have an organization called Angel Animals Network. Can you tell us about that?
Well, we wanted, in '96, we wanted to do something that would allow people to share stories and to be uplifted by other stories that about their human-animal bond and maybe how people learn from their animals, learn some of the qualities that we need more of, like empathy and love and courage and, you know, just things that that maybe are as individuals we could become better people because
bravery.
Of the
I think
of our
animals help us become brave.
Yeah. Strong, brave, courageous. We might have empathy for others that we wouldn't have had otherwise. We might show love or caring.
Right.
So we, as Angel, we were walking around a lake in Minneapolis, and we were thinking, what can we do the rest of our lives? We're going to always have day jobs, but we want to do more. So we decided to look at this concept and maybe ask the question, what have you learned? What qualities have you learned from your animal? And we put this up at bulletin boards and sent it out at that time in '96 what the Internet was, and we got, within the 30 days, hundreds and hundreds of stories.
Right.
So Linda said, well, you know, why don't we share this story in a newsletter? And so we have a printed newsletter, at least back then, and we did that for every other month and sent these stories out, and people loved them. They just sent them in. They loved it. They were saying, no one ever asked me these questions before, this relationship with my pet, my animal, or an animal in nature. So after that, we had so many stories coming in. We started writing books, went through our publisher and got an agent. And the network itself is a collection of people that share stories, that love uplifting stories. They join, and they get their Angel Animals newsletter, a weekly story once a week without cost. It's free, and they can submit their stories for both books and articles and blogs and the newsletters that we do. So that network is sort of a kind of a loose mix of people that have the same mindset about that relationship between them and their pets and their view of life. Maybe.
What a fantastic story. So, I mean, you just started off as, you know, like basically having a blog or a community and then turned it into a full-time career doing what you love, which is sharing other people's stories.
It is, and we were wanting to figure out, you know, how could we bring more love in the world? And this was just such a wonderful way to do it because it builds on the love that people have with their pets.
Well, you have both certainly done that. And the books, I assume, are on your site as well, right?
They are.
Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I wish you good luck with your book, and it's been a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Linda. Thanks, Alan. So I have never been without an animal in my life. I've rescued every single cat, dog, or rabbit. I rode horses when I was a little girl, and I felt free. I've participated in equine therapy for this show, and I was blown away by my experience. My animals are part of my family. My husband and I have taken vacations to dog-friendly towns and cities. I don't think I'm crazy, but, you know, I know that when I'm sick and I'm in bed and Gracie, my cat, sits there all day next to me, I feel better. Animals bring joy, but I also believe that we need to protect them from abuse. I'm sorry if you abuse an animal, there is something wrong with you. I'm all about rescuing your next pet, and I'm out of time for today. I hope you have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks for joining me. I'm Cindy Laverty. Until next time, take good care.